Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's presentation. I'm delighted to have you here. Today, we will be discussing good warehousing practices. I'm Dr. S.K. Singh, and I'll be guiding you through some essential principles to ensure effective and safe warehousing. In this session, we'll cover key strategies, best practices, and practical tips to optimize warehouse operations. So let's get started and explore how we can improve our warehousing standards together. Let's talk about the importance of warehousing premises. They should be suitably located, designed, constructed, and maintained to support all the necessary operations. This includes receiving, storage, picking, packing, and dispatching of medical products. Each of these steps is crucial to ensure the integrity and safety of the products throughout the supply chain. It's equally important that the warehouse has enough space, proper lighting, and ventilation. These elements help maintain appropriate segregation and storage conditions, and they also keep the environment clean and safe for staff. Security cannot be overlooked. Adequate measures should be in place to control access, protecting the products from theft or tampering. For products that require special handling, such as radioactive materials, hazardous substances, or those needing controlled temperature and humidity, proper controls and segregation are essential. This minimizes risks and ensures compliance with safety standards. Additionally, receiving and dispatch bays should be separate areas. This separation helps protect products from weather conditions and prevents cross-contamination or mix-ups during operations. All these elements, location, design, security, controls, are part of good warehousing practices that support overall quality and safety in pharmaceutical logistics. Today, I want to talk about some fundamental practices that ensure our warehousing activities are safe and compliant. First, all activities related to receiving and dispatching should be carried out following authorized procedures. This helps maintain consistency and quality in our operations. It's also important that the areas where these activities happen are properly equipped. Having the right tools and facilities makes the process smoother and reduces the risk of errors or contamination. Keeping the premises clean is another key point. A clean environment not only promotes safety, but also prevents contamination. Remember, cleaning equipment and agents should be carefully managed so they don't become sources of contamination themselves. Protecting our premises from pests like birds, rodents, and insects is critical. Implementing a robust rodent and pest control program is essential to prevent these animals from contaminating our products. Furthermore, facilities like toilets, wash areas, restrooms, and canteen areas should be separate from where we store or handle medical products. This separation helps maintain hygiene standards and prevents cross-contamination. And, as a general rule, food, drinks, and smoking are strictly prohibited in all storage or handling areas of medical products. Lastly, all warehousing processes should follow a unidirectional flow. This means moving materials in one direction only, which minimizes cross-contamination and keeps our operations organized and efficient. These practices are all part of good warehousing practices, which are vital to maintaining the integrity and safety of our medical supplies. Let's take a closer look at how the warehouse is organized into its major sections. First, we have the receiving area, which is where goods arrive and are initially checked. It's crucial that this area is well organized to ensure that incoming products are properly documented and inspected for quality. Next is the storage area, where goods are kept securely until they are needed. Proper storage practices are essential to maintain product integrity and facilitate easy access. Then, we have the quarantine area. This is a special zone where new or suspect items are held until they are verified as safe and meet quality standards. It helps prevent any contaminated or non-compliant products from affecting the rest of the inventory. Finally, there's the dispatch area, which is where finished products are prepared for shipment to customers. Efficient handling here ensures timely deliveries and customer satisfaction. All of these sections tie into the core principles of good warehousing practices. By clearly defining these areas and managing them properly, we can maintain a smooth, safe, and efficient warehouse operation. This organization not only helps in controlling inventory, but also ensures quality and compliance across all processes. When a delivery arrives, it's crucial to check it against the relevant documentation to make sure everything lines up correctly. This means verifying that the right product has been delivered by the correct supplier. You might look at the purchase order, the container labels, descriptions, batch numbers, expiry dates, and the specified quantities. Next, examine the consignment for uniformity. Are all the containers consistent? If the delivery includes more than one batch, it's important to subdivide it according to each supplier's batch number. Handling each batch separately helps prevent mix-ups later on. Then, carefully inspect each container for any signs of contamination, tampering, or damage. If you spot anything suspicious, quarantine those containers or even the entire delivery if needed, so they can be investigated further. Remember, your receiving area should be spacious enough to clean incoming medical products properly. This helps maintain a safe and controlled environment for handling these deliveries. Overall, thorough checking at this stage is key to ensuring the integrity and safety of the products we receive, which directly impacts the quality of care we provide. When it comes to sampling medical products, it's crucial that this process is carried out by personnel who are specifically trained and qualified for the task. This ensures that samples are taken correctly and safely, following a written sampling procedure and sampling plans that are clearly documented. Proper labeling of the containers from which samples are taken is also essential, as it helps maintain traceability and integrity of the samples. After sampling, the products should be placed in quarantine. This step is vital to prevent any unverified stock from mixing with approved inventory. During this quarantine period, batch segregation must be maintained, meaning each batch should be kept separate to avoid any mix-ups or cross-contamination during storage. For materials and products that require specific storage conditions, such as controlled temperature and humidity, handling should be prioritized to ensure these conditions are maintained. This helps preserve the quality and efficacy of the medical products. Importantly, no medical product should be transferred to saleable stock until an authorized release has been obtained. This approval confirms that the product has passed all necessary checks and is safe for distribution. All these steps are part of a broader quality assurance process that underpins the safety and integrity of medical products from receipt through to distribution. Let's talk about the precautions we need to take in storage areas. First, it's crucial to prevent unauthorized persons from entering. This helps protect the integrity and security of our medical products. Next, storage areas should be of sufficient capacity. This ensures we can store different categories of medical products in an organized way, which is key for efficiency and safety. The areas themselves should be properly designated, constructed, maintained, or adapted to suit their purpose. Keeping them clean is essential, and there should be enough space and lighting to facilitate easy access and inspection. Temperature control is another vital aspect. Storage areas must stay within acceptable and specified temperature limits. If the labels indicate special conditions like specific humidity or temperature, those should be carefully provided, monitored, and recorded at all times. Medical products should always be stored off the floor, with enough space around them for ventilation, cleaning, and inspection. Using suitable pallets helps keep everything in good condition, clean and well-maintained. By following these guidelines, we ensure the safety, quality, and efficacy of the medical products we store, which ultimately supports the overall integrity of our healthcare services. Let's talk about the storage area and what we need to focus on to maintain safety and cleanliness. First, it's essential to have a written sanitation program in place. This document should clearly indicate how often cleaning should be done and outline the methods to be used for cleaning both the premises and the storage areas. Having this written plan helps ensure consistency and accountability. Next, we need proper procedures for cleanup in case of spills. Spills can pose a contamination risk, so it's crucial to have a process that guarantees complete removal of any potential hazards. This way, we prevent cross-contamination and keep the environment safe. When it comes to storing different items, especially those that need to be kept separate for safety reasons. Proper markings and restricted access are key. Clearly marked storage areas help everyone identify where specific items should be kept, and limiting access to authorized personnel minimizes the risk of accidental contamination or mishandling. If physical separation isn't possible, then any alternative system, like barriers or controlled access, must provide equivalent security. Finally, sampling procedures must be conducted under controlled conditions. This means following strict protocols to avoid contamination or cross-contamination during sampling. And after sampling, thorough cleaning procedures should be followed to ensure the area is safe for continued use. All these measures tie back to our overall goal: maintaining a safe, clean, and secure storage environment that supports the integrity of our products and compliance with safety standards. Now, let's talk about the storage area for medical products. It's crucial that these products are handled and stored properly to prevent contamination, mix-ups, and cross-contamination. This means organizing the storage space carefully and ensuring that products don't come into contact with contaminants. We also need to store medical products in conditions that maintain their quality. This involves controlling temperature, humidity, and cleanliness to keep the products effective and safe for use. Stock rotation is another key point. Following the first expired, first out, or FEFO principle ensures that we use older stock before newer stock, minimizing waste and ensuring product efficacy. When it comes to narcotic medical products, compliance is essential. These must be stored in accordance with international conventions, national laws, and regulations on narcotics to prevent misuse or diversion. If we find broken or damaged items, these should be taken out of the usable stock immediately and quarantined. This helps prevent any accidental use of compromised products. Finally, having clear procedures for cleaning up spills is vital. Proper cleanup ensures that there's no lingering risk of contamination, keeping the storage environment safe for both staff and products. All of these points together help us maintain a safe, effective, and compliant storage area that supports the overall quality of healthcare delivery. Let's talk about storage conditions for medical products. It's essential that these conditions align with what's specified on their labels, ensuring safety and efficacy. Proper design, installation, qualification, and maintenance of HVAC systems, heating, ventilation, and air conditioning are critical here. These systems must be capable of maintaining the required storage environment consistently. Mapping studies come into play as well. These are important to understand temperature and humidity patterns, especially in areas like storage rooms, refrigerators, and freezers. Regularly controlling and monitoring temperature and humidity helps us keep everything within specified limits. And of course, all these measurements should be recorded meticulously, with records reviewed regularly to catch any deviations early. The monitoring equipment used must be properly calibrated and suitable for its purpose, ensuring accuracy. And finally, all documentation, covering mapping and monitoring, should be retained for a period that complies with national legislation. In essence, consistent environment control and diligent record-keeping are the backbone of quality storage, which ultimately supports the overall integrity of the medical products we handle. Let's talk about periodic stock reconciliation. It's important to perform these checks at set intervals, where we compare what's recorded in our system with the actual stock on hand. This helps us catch discrepancies early and ensures our inventory data is accurate. When we do find differences, we need to identify the root cause. Understanding why discrepancies happen allows us to implement corrective and preventive actions, or CAPAs, to prevent them from recurring in the future. This is key to maintaining reliable inventory management. Now, on the topic of damaged containers, if we receive any, it's crucial to bring this to the attention of the person responsible for quality. We must document any actions taken, and importantly, these containers should not be issued until we confirm that the medical products inside are unaffected and still safe to use. Regular checks of all stock are also essential. We need to be vigilant about identifying obsolete items, stock that needs retesting, or expired products. Managing these proactively helps us maintain the integrity of our inventory and ensures the safety and efficacy of the medicines we handle. This process of stock control and rotation is fundamental to our overall quality assurance. It supports the integrity of our supply chain and ensures that only the best quality products reach our patients. When it comes to dispatching products, it's crucial to have clear, documented procedures in place. This ensures everything is handled consistently and in compliance with regulations. Now, specifically for medical products, we must only sell or distribute them to persons or entities authorized under the relevant national legislation. And importantly, we need to obtain written proof of that authorization before dispatching any products. Transport and dispatch should only happen after we receive a valid order, and that order must be properly documented. This helps us keep accurate records and traceability. Speaking of records, they should include key information such as the date of dispatch, the full business name and address, no abbreviations here, along with the type of entity responsible for transportation, their telephone number, and contact persons. It's also important to note the status of the addressee, whether it's a retail pharmacy, hospital, or community clinic, so we understand the context of the delivery. Additionally, the records need to describe the products thoroughly: name, dosage form, strength if applicable, and the quantity, whether that's the number of containers or the amount per container. If there are specific transport or storage conditions required, those should be documented as well. Overall, these procedures are vital for ensuring the safe, authorized, and traceable distribution of medical products, which is a core part of maintaining quality and compliance throughout the supply chain. Let's talk about the importance of record keeping during product dispatch. Each product should have a unique identification number to track its delivery order. Additionally, it must be assigned a batch number and expiry date. Where this information can't be provided at dispatch, it should at least be recorded upon receipt. This is crucial because it helps us ensure traceability throughout the supply chain. Records of dispatch need to contain enough details to allow us to trace a product back to its origin if necessary. This is especially important if we need to recall a specific batch or investigate any issues related to falsified or potentially falsified products. Having these records makes the entire process more transparent and accountable. Furthermore, when products are received, the batch number and expiry date should be documented immediately. This step is vital for maintaining traceability and ensuring the integrity of the products. Now, regarding storage and transportation, it's essential that we follow strict procedures. We need to make sure the product's identity remains intact throughout its journey. It's equally important that products don't get contaminated or cause contamination of other items. We also must take adequate precautions against spillage, breakage, misappropriation, or theft. And for products that are sensitive to temperature, such as thermolabile medicines, maintaining proper environmental conditions, like using a cold chain, is crucial to preserve their efficacy and safety. All these measures help us uphold the quality and safety of the products from dispatch to delivery, aligning with our overall goal of ensuring patient safety and product integrity. When it comes to equipment, including computerized systems, it's essential that they are suitable for their intended use. This means they need to be appropriately designed, located in the right place, properly installed, qualified, and regularly maintained to ensure they function correctly. Computerized systems should be capable of achieving the desired outputs and results. In other words, they must be reliable and accurate enough to meet our quality standards and regulatory requirements. Now, when electronic commerce or e-commerce is involved, meaning any electronic means used throughout the supply chain, we need to have defined procedures and robust systems in place. These are crucial for ensuring traceability, so we can track every step, and for maintaining confidence in both the supply chain and the products we handle. Additionally, electronic transactions related to the distribution of medical products, including those done via the internet, must only be performed by authorized persons. Access must be controlled through defined and authorized privileges to protect the integrity and security of the process. Overall, these points highlight the importance of having suitable, well-designed equipment and secure, traceable electronic systems to uphold quality and safety throughout the entire supply chain. The quarantine area plays a crucial role in our overall quality control process. It's essentially a holding space where we store goods that haven't yet been inspected or tested. This helps us keep everything organized and ensures that only approved products move forward in the process. One of the key functions is to segregate discrepant material. That means if we find any products that don't meet our standards or specifications, we isolate them to prevent confusion or accidental use. The quarantine area is also used for storing expired drugs or products that can no longer be used safely. Similarly, damaged products are kept here until we determine their next steps. For returned or rejected products, we hold them in quarantine while we assess whether they can be reused or need to be disposed of. This helps maintain control and ensures we're only working with suitable materials. Additionally, samples are stored in this area for future testing or reference. To keep everything clear, labels should be placed on the shelves that describe the nature of the products stored there, whether they are sampled, expired, or other relevant categories. This labeling is critical for quick identification and efficient management. Overall, the quarantine area is an essential part of maintaining quality and safety, acting as a buffer zone to prevent uninspected or unsuitable products from contaminating our main stock. Now, let's talk about the personnel involved in this process. First, it's essential to have an adequate number of personnel to ensure that all activities are properly covered and managed. Having the right staffing levels is crucial for maintaining efficiency and oversight. Next, the personnel should possess the appropriate educational qualifications, experience, and training relevant to the specific activities they are undertaking. This ensures they are well equipped to perform their duties effectively and in accordance with quality standards. It's also important that personnel have the necessary authority and resources to carry out their responsibilities. This means they should be empowered to follow established quality systems, identify deviations from procedures, and correct them promptly to maintain the integrity of the process. Furthermore, arrangements must be in place to protect personnel and management from external pressures, whether commercial, political, financial, or otherwise, that could compromise the quality of services or the integrity of medical products. Maintaining independence and objectivity is key to upholding trust and compliance. Training plays a vital role as well. Personnel should receive both initial and ongoing training based on a written training program. This program should cover the requirements laid out in good storage practices, good distribution practices, and relevant on-the-job training. Additional topics, such as product security, proper product identification, and the detection of falsified products, should also be included in the training. This comprehensive approach helps ensure everyone is prepared to uphold the highest standards of quality and safety throughout the entire process. Now, let's talk about the importance of regular cleaning in the warehouse. It's essential that the floors, surfaces, tables, walls, and shelves are cleaned at specific, scheduled intervals. This helps maintain a clean and safe environment. One of the key GMP rules is keeping detailed cleaning records. These records are crucial because they serve as proof that cleaning actually took place. But they also provide evidence of the cleaning outcomes, such as confirming that surfaces are visually clean and free of contaminants. It's also important to note that these records need to identify who performed the cleaning and when it was done. Plus, they must be signed and properly filed for accountability and traceability. In addition, disinfectant and antiseptic agents can be used during cleaning to ensure surfaces are not only visually clean, but also hygienically safe. Overall, good housekeeping practices are vital for maintaining quality and compliance in our warehouse operations. For further support, please contact us. We're here to help you with any questions or additional information you might need after this presentation. Thank you very much for your time and attention. We truly appreciate your interest and engagement. Remember, we're just a message or call away if you need anything. Thanks again, and have a great day.